Speaking of which, there's my old backup host, Rick Sanchez of CNN. Well, not anymore. Bye, Rick. Fired at 6 p.m. In the past week, the last week leading up to Election Day, we've seen several stories emerge that slam home just how corrosive one Supreme Court ruling has been on the firewalls American democracy has relied upon to ensure that our elections cannot be bought. Towards this end, I will donate $50,000. $10,000 for each of those states I just mentioned, where the National Association for Free Clinics is able to stage one of its fairs. And you'd be amazed how many of them you can buy. The moneyed interests that have bled their customers white and used their customers' money to buy the system, to buy the politicians, to buy the press. It cannot now even be checked by the government. Towards this end, I will donate $50,000. $10,000 for each of those states I just mentioned, where the National Association for Free Clinics is able to stage one of its fairs. Now, as promised, a special comment on the madness of the Tea Party and the elections of next Tuesday. It is as if a group of moderately talented performers has walked on stage at a comedy club on improv. The answer? Fart. All Cincinnati teabaggers down in the mouth about taxes got a Boehner endorsement from the House Minority Leader. And the nation's teabagging, of course, impossible without this man, a Dick Armey at the head of it. The former House Majority Leader representing right-wing money bags who have blown wads of cash to make the movement look as if it's coming from the bottom up and not the top down.
I also personally believe that the point has been made and we should have Keith back hosting Countdown. I know everybody likes to say, oh, that's cable news. It's all the same. Fox and MSNBC mirror images of each other. Let this lay that to rest forever. Hosts on Fox raise money on the air for Republican candidates. Towards
this end, I will donate $50,000. $10,000 for each of those states I just mentioned, where the National Association for Free Clinics is able to stage one of its fairs.
If you count not just their hosts, but their contributors, you are looking at a significant portion of the whole lineup of Republican presidential contenders for 2012. They can do that because there's no rule against that as Fox. They run as a political operation. We're not.
If we succeed in holding these fairs, however, we may still fail in the political goal. These Democrats may block their own party's up or down vote on the public option that favors American public favors, rather. If so, we still will have succeeded in our ultimate goal.
Yes, Keith's a liberal, and so am I, and there are other people on this network whose political views are shared openly with you, our beloved viewers. But we are not a political operation. Fox is. We are a news operation.
In short, in Scott Brown, we have an irresponsible, homophobic, racist, reactionary, ex-new model, teabagging supporter of violence against women and against politicians with whom he disagrees. In any other time in our history, this man would have been laughed off the stage.
A Republican has tried to jump on the teabagging bandwagon, reportedly offering to join in and participate, but he has been rebuffed.
Now, weirdly, once again, it is Keith who is illustrating the difference between what he does on TV, what we do here at MSNBC.
And the nation's teabagging, of course, impossible without this man, a Dick Armey at the head of it, the former House Majority Leader.
And what goes on across the street.
Speaking of which, there's my old backup host, Rick Sanchez of CNN. Well, not anymore. Bye, Rick. Fired at 6 p.m.